Hey guys, Ultima here, bringing you my top 10 cards that I want to see reprinted in the Tin of Lost Memories. As some of you already know, in August we will get a new tin called the Tin of Lost Memories. We don't know any of the cards that are in it yet, other than Dragoon of Red Eyes, or whatever it's called right now. I think Dark Dragoon of Red Eyes, or Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I don't know the name right now, but the tin releases on the 28th of August, or the 27th if you're in Europe. And yeah, we have no info on what the reprints are, so I'm just gonna speculate which cards are, either highly likely to be reprinted because they haven't gotten a reprint yet, or I personally want to see it reprinted because they're, either way too expensive or haven't gotten a reprint ever since they have been released. So, let's start off with Borlo Savage Dragon. On card market he currently costs 40 euros, and on TCG Player he currently costs $60. So yeah, pretty hefty price, but he is a really good card. The problem, as with most cards that price are, he's heavily short printed and he's really good. Because his effect is that when he's synchro summoned you can equip a link monster from your graveyard to it, and then place borrow counters on it. And then it also gains attack equal to half the attack of the equipped monster, and then he can, once per turn, he can detach a borrow counter, and then negate a card activation. So yeah, he is really good. But yeah, I would really like to see a reprint of him in the tin. We've seen something similar happen with the previous tin, where we got a reprint of Borrel Sword Dragon, so maybe they could give us a Borrel Savage Dragon reprint, plus seeing him in Prismatic Secret Rare would be awesome. I really hope he does not get the same treatment as Borrel Sword, where he's just an Ultra Rare. Though I guess it makes sense because Borrel Sword Dragon wasn't an Ultra Rare before, he was always a secret, I believe. Next up, for our first spell in the bunch, we got World Legacy God Dragon. It currently costs, on card market at least, it costs 10 euro, and that's the price for a playset. The reason I looked for the playset price and not the single price is because you usually play 2 or 3 of World Legacy God Dragon. Because I believe it's pretty hard to search World Legacy God Dragon if you just run it as a, an engine card. On TCG Player, it costs $20. Which is pretty damn expensive. I didn't expect it to be $20, while it is 10 euro on card market and like 7 euro as a single card. But yeah, it also hasn't gotten a reprint yet. Same as Borrelot Savage Dragon, as far as I know at least. I've checked the wiki, I haven't seen him being it's being reprinted anywhere. But yeah, the reason why World Legacy God Dragon is so expensive is because it is run in the 40 God Dragon combo. It's essentially a monster reborn when it's activated for a level 4 lower dragon monster, which then allows you to go into your God Dragon LP or God Dragon Pisty, and then you can also use the card to move a dragon monster on your board. So yeah, really hope it sees a reprint. I have my playset of it already, but still for budget players that, for example, just want to run the Guard Dragon engine for, let's say, their Rocket deck, this would be pretty good. Next up, you might be wondering why is Pot of Extravagance on the number 3 spot in the Savage Strike. That's because he already had a reprint in Toon Chaos, but yeah, it's still expensive. Pot of Extravagance still goes for 40 euro on card market and $50 on TCG Player, which is pretty damn expensive considering most people want to run 2 or 3 of Pot of Extravagance in their Ritual, their Monarch decks, any deck that essentially wants you to either banish as many cards as possible for your Grand Maju decks, or use the extra deck as a resource because you don't, use it. Because, Ritual decks don't really use the extra deck. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I just want to see another reprint of Pot Extravagance. It's very unlikely because we just had one, but yeah. Next up is Dark Neostorm, and the first card I want to see reprinted in Dark Neostorm is Magnite Crusadia Avramax. He's not as pricey as Savage Dragon, but still, he's up there. He's up there. He's definitely up there. He currently costs 20 euro on card market or $30 on TCG Player. He's very versatile. In any deck that can easily dish out 2 Link 2s or a Link 3 and another extra deck monster like a Fusion, Xyz, or Synchro. to go into him because he serves as a great protection. While while this card is link summon on the field, your opponent cannot target other cards with effects, and he can also not target other monsters you control for attacks. And once per battle, during damage calculation, if he battles a special summon monster, you can make him gain attack equal to that monster's attack during the damage calculation only. And then if he is sent to the graveyard after he's been link summoned, because if you just bring him back, it doesn't work anymore. That would make him a bit too overpowered, in my opinion. If he's sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle a card on the field into the deck, and that's non-target. So yeah, that pretty much explains why he's so expensive. He's short printed, and he has a great effect. That's pretty much the same reason why Borderlord Savage Dragon is expensive, just not, as expensive as Savage Dragon. Number 2 of our list on Dark Neostorm is Cherubini Yvonne, Angel of the Burning Abyss. This essentially has the same issue as Magnetic Crusadia Avermax. He is an expensive short print. He currently stands on €13 on card market and $20 on TCG Player. So he is somewhat affordable. I don't know how many you run in the Burning Abyss deck or any deck that runs him. And yeah, I never really used him. I just saw him. He's really expensive. Dark Neostorm barely had any cards that are like super expensive still. So yeah, a Cherubini reprint for all the Burning Abyss players would be nice. Third on our list on Dark Neostorm is Cyanide Mining. Cyanide Mining is your main searcher for Cypress cards that are level 4 or lower. And yeah, it has a reprint, that's why it's lower than Cherubini. Yeah, it's still €10 on card market or $11 on TCG Player. And since you usually play 2 or 3 of it, it'll reach, €30 or $33. So yeah. It just recently had a reprint in Duel Overload, but yeah. Same issue as with, Port of Extravagance. It's still a little bit too expensive in my eyes. It's fine, but still, like, maybe we can get it down to €5 if it gets a reprint in the Tin of Lost Memories. Next up, Rising Rampage. You all know Appaloosa, or at least heard of Appaloosa. This card is fucking expensive. €60 on card market, $90 on TCG Player. I understand why it's expensive. It's a short print, and it has a great effect. Essentially what Appaloosa does is that it gains attack times 800 up to the number times 800 for the number of link materials used for its summon. And once per chain, you can decrease 800 attack from Appaloosa to negate a monster effect. And since that's once per chain and not once per turn, you can just, anytime a new chain is started with a monster effect, you can negate it with Appaloosa. So you can essentially negate 4 monster effects, which makes Appaloosa really, really good. But still, €60 or $90 on TCG Player is just way too much. Appaloosa needs a reprint now. Next up, we got Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentron Sky Slasher, currently on €12 or $20 on TCG Player, and it's alright, I guess. At least in card market it's alright. On TCG Player I would say it's still a little bit too expensive with $20, but it's alright. In most cases you're only gonna play like 1 or 2 of Orochi. Yeah, essentially you will only play them in decks where you can afford to banish some cards from your extra deck, and afford banishing cards from your main deck, because they are both banished face down, which makes them really hard to get back. Essentially what Orochi does is, if he's in your hand or graveyard, you can banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down to special summon him, and then you can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down to target a face up monster on the field and destroy it. So yeah, that's essentially all he does. Because it's a short print, he is pretty expensive. Next up, we have Chaos Impact. Chaos Impact didn't really have a lot of expensive cards, so yeah, we only have IP Masquerena right here, and another card I'm gonna talk about later. IP Masquerena, essentially what she does is, she's a generic Link 2, unless you want to say she's not generic in the way that you cannot use link monsters for her, but why would you? That's not the point of her, so yeah, you need 2 non-link monsters to summon her, and she essentially allows you to link summon during your opponent's turn. So for example, you can use her to get into your Nightmare Phoenix, or Nightmare Cerberus, or Nightmare Pegasus to activate their effects, to disrupt your opponent's plays. So yeah, that's what makes her good. But currently she is on €25 in card market and $40 on TCG Player. So yeah, still pretty expensive. Luckily you only play one of her in most cases, but still, this is really expensive. Not as expensive as some other cards on this list, but still expensive. Lastly, we got Starly Seyfert. He's currently €20 on card market or $30 on TCG Player. He's a level 4 dragon monster, and his effect allows you to search a dragon monster from your deck by sending any number of dragon monsters from your hand or face of field to the graveyard, and then adding a dragon with the total amount of those levels from your deck to your hand. And then you can also banish him from your graveyard, target a level 8 light or dragon monster in your graveyard and adding it to your hand, so you can recover your Chaos Dragon Levianeer that way, for example. He's mostly played in Chaos Dragon decks or Rockets, because, you know, Rockets has a lot of level 4, so you can just send your Seyfert to the graveyard to get a Rocket to your hand, or search your Black and White Dragon, or like, if you have enough dragons on your field or hand, you can also search your level 8 dragons, like Chaos Dragon Levianeer, then recover him after you send him to the graveyard for, let's say, a Link Summon with Starly Seyfert. But still, €20 or $30 is pretty expensive for him, because in most cases you're going to run free Seyferts. And that'll add up to either €60 or $90. And that's if you're lucky. Like, if you find somebody that sells a playset for just €60 or $90. Lastly, our honorable mentions are Fantastical Dragon Phantasma. He recently got a reprint, but still, he's up there. He is alright because he's not as, played as much as he used to, because nobody's forced to play Link monsters anymore. Then we have Omni Dragon Protower. He's a good searcher, but could still get a reprint in my opinion. He hasn't been reprinted before. Then we have Marin's Coral Anemone. You don't want to know how many times I fucked up this recording by just trying to say Anemone. She could use a reprint as well. And then we have Striker Dragon. We need a reprint for Striker Dragon. I believe he's currently €10, but by the time I recorded this, I haven't really checked any of the honorable mention prices yet. So yeah, just look at the prices displayed on the screen, and then we will definitely know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you guys next time. Bye.